Hello and welcome to 2019 Ball Hockey World Championships playoffs in Steel Arena, Košice. Today is quarterfinals day, which means that tomorrow we will know who will battle it out for the medal rounds. One quarterfinal is already finished today as Finland beat Greece by a score of 3-2. It was a really close game, but this game will feature two interesting teams as well, as USA and Canada will have to go at each other quite early in the tournament, as they may be expected a bit of a later encounter. And after today's game there will obviously be one very disappointed squad, as both have only the highest ambitions. USA had to earn their spot in the quarterfinals by beating Hong Kong yesterday by a score of 14-1. So it was pretty much a one-sided contest, but still obviously an unnecessary obstacle for USA on their quest to the medal rounds. An opening face-off is won by USA, playing in white jerseys from left to right in the first, and Canada in black. And Canada controls, starts the first attack. Ball is dumped into the zone, but no icing as the ref signals, so USA can start their first rush through the neutral zone. A good transition, but Canadians are the first ones to it. Lorencel battling it out, and now Melino, and he's got an open teammate. A one-timer is just wide of the net from the stick of Danick Martel, the biggest star of Team Canada in this tournament. So immediately danger in front of Jason Roca in the net for USA, a 34-year-old goalkeeper who is manning the net today. And Danick Martel already has 8 points in the tournament so far. He could have added his 4th goal to his resume, but he finished just wide. Now Reed working at it in the neutral zone. He passes to center of the rink, and now USA takes it. Another dump in, this time by Jordan Senecal. But an easy save for David Yarham, who is manning Canada's net for today's quarterfinal. Obviously, very big game for both teams. And a good deke from Canada, and now Reed didn't get much on it, and now he ends up on the ground on a hard hit from Dennis Hickey, who put him down. But it was already the second good chance for Canada. Marshall made the play to Reed, but he didn't get much on the shot, and Jason Roca was not troubled too much. Now USA wins face-off and can start the attack. In the corner there's Drew Albright. Comes up with the ball, but only momentarily, as Canada takes it behind their own net. So with 2 minutes in, almost, Canada has already had 2 great opportunities, but Jason Roca was able to stop them, to keep it scoreless. Canada is obviously a slight favorite in this game, having won their group ahead of Greece. And USA going into the quarterfinals from the 4th spot in their group. And that is why they had to play a sort of pre-quarterfinal against Hong Kong, but that game proved to be not much of a test for USA, as they took it by a wide margin. Now Canada again with ball on their stick. It's Landon Berkeley But they pass to the point is intercepted by Eric Zimmerman, who can set up for the USA, but ball gets away from him. Another fast break-off by Canadians. Pass was intercepted at the last moment, and now Churchwell takes it into his own zone. And he is looking for his teammate Landon Berkeley with a long pass. Now USA is going for a change. That is why they couldn't control in the neutral zone, and now they go back. It is Ricky Zimek. And now his defensive partner, Gerald Hersch. He makes the play to the blue line, where Johnny Ruiz gets it, and he tried to surprise David Yarham, but he was ready for a sharp angle shot. Still, it's John Petito for USA. He gets hit by Joel Anderson. And now an open space for Martel, who is very quick, and he goes all alone. And just wide from Martel now. Another shot by Canada. This time it goes out of play. So for the third time, Canada had a chance to score. This time it was Martel, but he finished wide of the net of Jason Roca. So we're still scoreless. Canada controls after the face-off. Once again, Justin Reed couldn't get the stick to the shot, or Kevin Reed rather. Now USA takes it. Cody Smith dumps it in, and behind the net, where David Yarham was out to play it. Now Marshall along the red line and into the zone. Canadians on the forecheck could not get the ball, as USA now can settle down and go for a change. Wilson dumps it in, and maybe the Arham was forced to make a save, but it bounced back on the USA sticks. The long shot is wide, another collision in the corner, and it is won by USA. A one-timer, a hard one from the point, but loose puck is picked up, loose ball is picked up by Canadians, who went on the attack, but instead it's USA the other way. A pass on the heels of USA players, so they have to start all over again in offensive zone. Race for the ball won by USA, as they battle hard along the board so far in this game. They are really a tough team as far as board battles go. Now controlled by Jordan Albright, who looks for a shooting lane. Instead he likes to pass, and another attempt is blocked by Canada. Can start the rush the other way. Point shot is blocked. Brian Solga let it go. Now a dump in. Landon Berkeley couldn't get his stick on the deflection, as USA once again able to control. We are still scoreless. Almost 7 minutes in to the first period of this second quarterfinal game in the 2019 Ball Hockey World Championships, as two rival countries are battling it out for a place in the semi-finals. Quick transition by John Petito, who waits for his teammates, who come off the bench, and a great opportunity for USA. And even better save by David Yarham. So a first bigger opportunity for USA in this game. It started on a quick counter, and now Canada, as Patrick O'Keefe maneuvers around the blue line. Martel, he's gotten a shot, but it's blocked by Mike DeFazio. DeFazio backhands it out of the zone, but only for Canada, who keeps it in. And can start the cycle. Remy Laurencel battling with Danny Schlegel. Martel is now tripped up by the goalie. Another attempt which was nearly deflected by Justin Maiolino. This time a hard battles between Danik Martel and Alec Myers on USA side. They pushed and shoved each other for a bit, but no call was made, so we're still scoreless and playing at full strength on both sides. No penalties so far, even though we're expecting quite a lot of those with coming minutes. Dump in, but it's gonna be an icing as it was dumped into the zone from neutral zone and head of the red line. So play will come back to the right of Jason Roca, who so far made a couple of great saves on Canada and still has a clean sheet going. Obviously, we're still only in the first. Jordan Escott to take the face-off against Jordan Senecal. He wins it, but Canada is not able to set up the attack. Now Corey Wilson racing after it behind the net, but he trips up one of the Canadian players behind the net, and Canada is going to go on a power play, which is now effective. 6-on-5 advantage as David Yarham is on the bench for an extra attacker. So Canada now playing 6-on-5, but USA now touches for a whistle. Nick Carter was the one who touched the ball, and let's see who goes to the box. It should be Corey Wilson, a 25-year-old forward. Will sit for deuce, and the first man advantage in this game goes to Canada. Wilson got his stick tangled up between the legs of his opponent, and that is why it was an easy call for the ref to make. So Canada one-times it, and it bounces off a back cushion and now onto the stick of Maiolino. Another point shot gets blocked. Martel let it go. Now he makes his way on the right wing. Another opportunity. Martel one-timed it, but a great save by Jason Roca, who was already down. Another shot, this time no rebound from Jason Roca, who's really made some great saves the last couple of seconds, especially this one. First on a shot by Maiolino, and then on Martel, maybe it was blocked by Nick Carter. Good job on the penalty kill for USA. We're still keeping it tight. Now Ruiz on the face-off against Reed, and Ruiz comes up with it only momentarily. Now another one-timer, this time goes wide, and USA is able to clear all the way up to David Yarham, who has to play it. With 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first. We're still waiting for our first score. Jordan Escott on the point on this power play. Now he switches positions with Marcel Mallet. Escott didn't get all on this pass, but it gets back to him. Escott. The point shot is way wide by Marcel Mallet. Escott again, it gets blocked. So far, a great work of getting into the shooting lanes by USA, but not this time, as a backhanded rebound is buried by Canada, and it's Marcel Mallet who opens the scoring. And this second quarterfinal, Canada takes the lead 1-0. Marcel Mallet found a rebound in front of the crease. He also scored a goal against Greece. This time he backhands it over the glove of Jason Roca to make it 1-0. So Canada with the early lead, still in the first. It was the second goal of the tournament for Marcel Mallet. He's also got 3 assists going for him. And a good start for Canada. USA now has to play from behind. They crossed the blue line but could not get set up. A quick pass by Holben is blocked. Scott Holben played a great game against Greece in the final game of the group stage. He was man of the match. Holben takes it along the boards, he dumps it in, and he finds Landon Berkeley, who's got some open space, but a hard hit from Dennis Hickey, who made him pay. So it's getting a little physical in Steel Arena, which is obviously understandable for the game of this importance. Now Yarham goes out to play it, and Canada still on the ball, but only for a moment. A open space for Jordan Albright, who let it go, and Martel now with his speed going the other way. He dumped it on the net. It gets back to Canada, where Maiolino is turning with it, and he fires right after he made the deke. Now Martel, he wanted to throw it deep, but could only find the stick of Jared Hershk, who settles down for USA. We're trailing Canada 1-0. Still in the first. Mark Bergamasco along the boards. He protects the ball well. And now he gives it up for Jordan Albright, who's maneuvering around the circles, and a pass to Jared Hershk, who fires, but shot is in the corner where Canada has it. Lawrence Sell is trying to get rid of the forechecking USA players who go for a change, so Canada does as well. Still another 1 minute to go in the first. And the leading on a goal by Marcel Mallet. Now a good transition into the O-zone. And Jordan Escott, he finds an open teammate, and a hard shot this time from Jordan Crocker. But Jason Roca was ready for the shot. And this was a hit on Landon Berkeley. A good physical play from Dennis Hickey. Escott to take the face-off against Johnny Ruiz. Now another snapshot, this time goes over the net. Canada still has some time to threaten Jason Roca, but instead it's USA, and a good save from David Yarham, who had to be sharp on this grounder. Shot off a stick of Ruiz. Shooting from behind of Jason, or rather Jordan Crocker. But Canada goalie still keeping his team ahead of in this game. Now with another couple of seconds to go, USA will probably not risk it, and instead will just fire a long distance shot on David Yarham, who has it, and first period comes to an end. In this quarterfinal so far, one goal has been scored, and it was courtesy of Marcel Mallet, who put home the rebound of the shot of Jordan Escott to make it 1-0 Canada. The first. Welcome back to Steel Arena Košice for the start of the second period of the second quarterfinal game in Ball Hockey World Championships between Canada and the USA. So far so good for Canadians, who lead it 1-0 on a goal by Marcel Mallet. But both teams have had quite some chances, and USA is definitely still in this game as they only trail by 1. And they are on the attack immediately, and a good pass in front of the crease where a deke and another shot, and this time it is a goal. Jordan Albright makes it 1 goal apiece. So USA really jumped off the gates in the second period. First it was Albright in front of the crease, and then he one-timed it past David Yarham to tie this one. So a great first shift in the second for the USA, who makes it an even game as the period just got started, and we have to begin all over again with both teams now on the score sheet. Canada definitely with a not so ideal start to the second, and USA is still on the ball now behind the net as Jordan Senecal takes it, and he sets up his teammate. Pass to the center is recovered by Cam Jones, but a whistle and a penalty. A slashing call for against USA, and it's gonna be Jordan Senecal who will sit in the box for 2. So an unnecessary slashing penalty in the offensive zone, and you can see how Jordan Senecal is very frustrated with the call, but there's nothing he could do about it now, as the stick ended up on the ground from a whack by Jordan Senecal. So USA will have to defend again against a Canada power play, which will start from Canada's zone. Danik Martel slowly walks it in. Still no transition. Now Canada can set up Crocker. He's got Martel on the point. Martel back to Crocker. So far only 2 players have touched the ball in the power play. Now a one-timer is blocked in front of Jason Roca, and USA will clear. Corey Wilson with a good job. And another minute to go on the power play, but now it ends up on Canada's bench, so face-off will come offside of the USA zone as Canada makes a wholesale change, it looks like, on the power play. So far only 1 shot courtesy of Justin Maiolino on this power play, but they didn't get through to Jason Roca, so he still without a save on the power play. Now it's dumped out by Cam Jones, who finds his teammate John Petito. And now Mark Bergamasco. So far USA has been killing off this penalty in style. 1 minute 30 seconds of successful short-handed play by Team USA. They still have another 20 seconds to go. Reed battling in the corner. But he gets hammered by one of the USA players. Now Escott controls, but only a short time remains. on the man advantage. Reed one times it. Jason Roca had to make the save. And now USA clears again, and that will do it for the power play of Canada, who not only allowed a tying goal in the second, but did not take advantage. The power play now, a bad pass, and USA has a open space now, a one-timer, and they score. USA takes lead. This time it's Dennis Hickey who buries it past David Yarham. So who would have thought that the Americans will start the second in style like this, as they make it 2-1. Dennis Hickey is the goal scorer. He didn't exactly one-time the shot. He took a moment to let the ball settle down on his stick, but now then he fired it below the glove of helpless David Yarham, who allows a second goal in this game. And then Hickey gives USA the lead. So now it's Canada's turn. It's starting to get interesting here in Steel Arena. USA now definitely with momentum on their side. Dennis Schlegel dumps it in, where Alec Myers gets it. Now Jordan Albright, who tied it up early in the second. And then Dennis Hickey also scored to give USA its first lead of the game. And Canada is quite shocked by two quick goals, and its players need to regroup. And good pass in front of net, where Martel took a backhander on Jason Roca, but he's again stood tall to keep the lead of Team USA intact. Now a dump in by Gianluca Pallotta, but only to the stick of Jared Hershk, a 34-year-old defenseman for Team USA. Now in the neutral zone, Ryan Boucher couldn't make the play, and Martel takes it. He's got some open space, another backhander by a Tampa Bay Lightning player. And Yarham doesn't cover. Play goes on as Bill Marshall makes a good play to the wing. And now around the net goes Remy Laurencel. And now Maiolino, he's got an open teammate. Laurencel made his way all the way up in front. Now USA with a long pass, but it is picked up by Canada. This is not going to be an icing. Play goes on. A cross rink pass where Nick Carter gets it as he waits for new teammates who go for a change. Reed on the forecheck, but only waiting for the first pass by USA in this attack. A dump in only to the glove of David Yarham, who stops the play for a draw to his left. Mark Bergamasco to take it for USA. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the second goal of Dennis Hickey, which is so far the difference between the two sides. Definitely Canada was hoping for an easier opponent in the quarterfinals, having won the group, but USA didn't have a great tournament so far. They lost 3 games in the group stage, finishing 4th, and that is why they had to battle it out for a quarterfinal with Hong Kong. They've had no problems in that game. Now, again, players in white jerseys on the attack, and a sharp angle shot from Mike Malloy. David Arham makes an easy save this time. He's had no screen in front of him. He saw the shot all the way. USA staff has to be quite satisfied with the performance of their players in the second. This is definitely a different American team. And now a one-timer, another good position, open space for Danny Schlegel, who fired. Joel Anderson does get to the ball first at last. Now he gets it back. Anderson, a left-handed shot. Now Malay, the goal scorer for Canada, on the wing. He stops and waits for support. And now a long shot, which is controlled by Canada, and back in the slot by Canada, but it gets cleared by USA for a face-off in their own zone. But this shot by O'Keefe got picked up by Sean Hannon, who was looking for his teammate in front. But luckily for USA, they were able to clear the ball and make a change, still leading 2-1. Shot from the face-off is wide by Canada. Now we battle along the blue line, won by Canadians. And an interesting attempt by Scott Hoban, who was looking for the sticks of his teammates, but nobody could deflect the ball on Jason Roca, who's had quite some work in the first, not so much in the second, as USA has controlled the pace of play here in the second 15 minutes. And they also took advantage of great play by scoring 2 goals. Jordan Albright and Dennis Hickey made it 2-1, and that is where we stand with 6 minutes to go in the second. Now David Yarham covers. USA has played 4 teams so far in the tournament, or excuse me, 5. They lost to Czech Republic 3-0, then they lost to Slovakia 3-2, and they also lost to Finland, who is already in the semi-finals, beating Greece. Then they beat Great Britain and Hong Kong, so basically only 2 outsiders and definite underdogs. And they didn't have success against tougher opponents, but maybe they saved the best for the most important game, it looks like. Now a chance for Canada, and Martel was already celebrating a goal. It may have gotten off the post, but maybe it was in the back of the net, as the referee is signaling that he's going to make a call once the play is stopped. So it might be 2 goals apiece. We'll have to wait for confirmation. Martel was celebrating. And maybe he saw the ball back in the net. Now a breakout for USA. And a great diving play by Canada's defense. Martel still with amazing speed going into the net, but he gets hit. Another chance for Canada. So he's really active now, Jordan Crocker, and a penalty is going to be called against USA. Reed fires, gets blocked by Cam Jones. Canada still on the ball now. USA touches. And an interesting situation awaits as a penalty has been called. Mark Bergamasco is heading to the box, but he'll only get there if the goal is disallowed or a video assistant of the referee determines that there was no goal. If there was, then no penalty for USA. So let's wait and find out what is exactly the case. And it looks like a goal from Mertel from the first point of view. Take a look at it again. Mertel. And it should be 2 goals apiece. The time will obviously go back if the goal is confirmed. So we'll have to still wait and see. Let's take one more look at it. It looked like it bounced off the inside part of the net of Jason Roca. It should be 2-2. And it is. Danny Martel makes it 2 goals apiece. So there should be no penalty for USA as the time should go back to the point when the goal was scored by Martel. This is the penalty of Mark Bergamasco, which came after Martel made it 2 goals apiece, and that is why we continue play at even strength. So 5-on-5 ball hockey, and we start all over again as Canada ties it. So a very interesting game so far developing in Steel Arena Košice for a spot in the semi-finals. Now it's USA's turn to come up with something. A long shot is way wide. And Canada on the ball. Kevin Reed in the offensive zone. He maneuvers in the corner. Getting checked by Corey Wilson. Now he gives it up. And the point shot by Jordan Crocker. But still, Canada is able to control the deflection as Reed took it to the net. And the ball is out of play from the stick of one of the US players. Let's see whether there was a deflection or not. It didn't look like it, so it should be a power play for USA, but no calls made. So still 5-on-5. Maybe there was a slight deflection, but Canada with a bit of pressure in the last couple of minutes after they tied it. They're obviously hungry for more. And now the momentum turned on their side. Another collision, this time in Canada's zone. As slow to get up was Drew Albright, brother of Jordan Albright, the goal scorer for USA. First one to the ball is Joel Anderson, but he's had some trouble with it, and now a pass in front of the crease. Ryan Boucher takes it. And now a mistake on the red line and a break-off chance for Canada, but already 3 players are back in the white jerseys. Still Canada is able to set up. Jordan Maher gives it up for his teammate, and now a 2-on-1 on the other side. And a shot from Ricky Zemek was way wide as he elected to shoot instead of passing. Now it's USA battling in the corner, but Gianluca Pallotta had a whack at it, only to the stick of USA. Now it's cleared all the way back, where Jason Roca will transfer it back into Canada's own zone, with the score being 2 goals apiece. We have seen 3 goals so far in the second period. 2 of those were scored by USA, who has a chance for another one right from the face-off. 2 players were crashing the net. Ball is out of play again. Let's take a look at the chance by USA, as Eric Zimmerman could not get to the bouncing ball. So a face-off at neutral zone. But USA loses the battle. It was Mike Malloy who gave it up. Now Chris Crader goes for a change. He was trying to get open, and now Canada 3-on-2, but excuse me, only 2 players were in the offensive zone for Canada, and now they're battling it out behind the net. And a good play by DeFazio to clear, and now all the way down, and for an icing. So an unfortunate play by USA, who gets rid of the ball, and it ends up being an icing. Here's the goal of Martel, who had to be, or which had to be checked by an assistant referee in the video room. And he confirmed it was a good goal to make it 2 goals each. Now Canada still has another 1 minute and 35 seconds to go in the second. Another close quarterfinal, as the first one was also quite hard fought match between Greece and Finland. Finland was able to score 2 quick goals in the third to make it 3-2. Now a shot from Albright, who also tried to rebound, but he couldn't hit the bouncing puck. Speedy Martel goes the other way. He gets the tripped up, but no call. Now, 1 minute to go in the second. Canada on the ball. Pallotta dumped it onto the net, and the play is stopped by Jason Roca. But let's take a look at the chance on the other side, where Jordan Albright had a chance to score his second goal of the game. He couldn't hit rebound, which was in the air. So now Donaghy to take the draw against Ryan Boucher. Battle in the corner goes USA's way, so they can finish the second. In the offensive zone, a long shot is stopped by Yarham. Now Canada takes it the other way. It's been back and forth, and a good transition by Canadians. With 14 seconds to go. Still in the second. Canada now wants to finish the second with ball on their sticks, and they will do it. As the horn sounds, 3 goals were scored in the second. First it was Jordan Albright who buried home this one-time opportunity to make it 1 goal apiece. Then the second one was scored by Dennis Hickey, who made it 2-1, and the goal making it 2 apiece from Danik Mertel. So we are deadlocked after 2 in Košice.
Keď dajú gól, tak hráči idú všade, že oni hora majú. Tak to je už vec.
Welcome back once again to Steel Arena Košice, where third period is about to begin in this second quarterfinal match between USA and Canada. We're all tied up at 2 as the USA took the lead in the second with goals from Albright and Hickey to make it 2-1, but Canada was able to answer. Danik Martel tied it up, and that is where things stand going into this very important third period. Canada with the ball on their sticks, but now they lose it, and USA can set up the attack from behind their own net. USA is definitely improved in the second. They even took the lead, as I've said, and they were the better side in the second, whilst Canada was a better team in the first. Now a friendly bounce for USA, but Drew Albright couldn't get to it. Now a break the other way, but offside is called, and both teams will be able to catch their breath. Obviously, in a tournament like this, it all comes down to quarterfinal games very often. It is basically the same as an ice hockey tournament, which also took place here in Slovakia this year, and ball hockey tournament also taking place this time only in Košice and 2 separate arenas, with Steel Arena serving as the main one. So far, not much happening in the third. Both teams are very careful. Obviously, they don't want to make a mistake, because every goal at this stage of the game could be lethal. Now USA with a good transition, but Eric Zimmerman couldn't reach the ball with his stick, as now Canada takes it away. And a good run by Jordan Maher into the zone. Sean Hannon gets it. He fired way wide. But Canada is still aggressive on the forecheck now. USA going back the other way. Mike Malloy, one-timer, and David Arham was down for the shot, but eventually he didn't have to make a tough save. Now Steve Cheyenne takes it. Mark Bergamasco, he stops and waits for his teammates to get open. He dumps it on the net, where David Arham covers for a draw. He got hit by one of the USA players coming around him. It was Cody Smith, who made contact with Canadian goalkeeper, who was not too happy about it. He also let Smith know that he didn't quite like it. Now Martel with speed along the blue line. He passes in front of the crease. Now he finds his teammate, and Canada sets up. Crocker back on the point where shot is way wide, as Maiolino is battling for it. A bad pass by USA, which gives a chance to Lawrence Sell, who was turning with it, and he put the backhander on Jason Roca, but it was not a very hard save for him. As both teams head for a change, DeFazio exchanging words with Martel. Obviously, the importance of this game is huge. As Jordan Escott wins the face-off, Anderson, he tried a shot, it got blocked very quickly by USA players who now can take it away and head the other way. Jordan Albright loses control of the ball. Across the ring pass, but it only ends up on the USA sticks. Dumped in deep by Corey Wilson, where Johnny Ruiz was battling for it. Now Kevin Reed takes it back the other way. Reed with good speed, and he's got some open space. He couldn't get past USA's defense, so back the other way. And now a stoppage in play as ball goes into the netting. So we still haven't seen a goal in the third period. Both teams are quite careful with their attacks. They don't want to make unnecessary mistakes. Now it's Ryan Boucher who loses the draw, and Canada can take it away from him. And now still Boucher, he tries a long distance shot with protect of the ball, and now a chance on a backhander. David Yarham is reaching for the save. Meanwhile, a scramble between Ryan Boucher and Crader. So tempers flared once again after this great chance and also a great individual effort of Jordan Senecal, who put the ball on the net on a backhand, but it got stopped by David Yarham, who keeps it tied for the time being. There will be no penalties resulting from last play, as the referees let it go unpenalized. Obviously they don't want to make too many calls at this stage of the game with 10 minutes 15 seconds to go. We still are not sure who will play in the semi-finals against Slovakia or Italy, who will battle it out next for a spot in the semi-finals and in the medal rounds, as Finland already made their way into the semi-final by beating Greece. Canada wins another draw, a dump in. But Cam Jones is the first one to get the ball. He couldn't get it out though, as Canada still carries on with the attack. Now it's Holben turning with it along the blue line, but he loses possession. Good forecheck by USA, who's got a breakaway chance. Now Dennis Hickey crashed the net, and he's still on the ball in the offensive zone. And now Bill Marshall takes it away from him and started the attack the other way. A long shot and also a wide one by Landon Berkeley, who heads for a change immediately as Bergamasco waits for his teammates to change. Now he takes it along the red line. He just dumps it in the zone. It's gonna be an icing, even though the players nearly touched it before the ball reached the goal line. They couldn't do it though, and Isaf will come back in front of Jason Roca. Brian Salga getting ready along with his defensive partner Jordan Crocker, as Lawrence L takes the draw, but the ball is tangled up in the jersey of Bergamasco. And the whistle's blown, so face-off will be dropped once again. A point shot, a hard one, it gets blocked right in front of Roca. Solga takes it. No rush for Canada on this attack. Lawrencell still waiting for an open teammate with two forechecking USA players approaching. Now Canada behind the net in a pass which is wide, and now Martel takes it. He's got an unbelievable acceleration. Now he loses it though, and the USA can take it the other way, but not for too long, as Bergamasco is off for a change. Now Maiolino along the boards, and ball is dumped out of play. This man, Jason Roca, so far has allowed 2 times a goal from Marcel Mallet and Denis Martel. Martel's goal had to be confirmed by a video assistant referee that it indeed touched the back of the net. USA with a successful clearance on the wing. There is Danny Schlegel who fires, and it's wide. Another shot deflects off of David Yarham. USA takes it, and a sharp angle shot is wide and into the corner for Canada, where Kevin Reed takes it. He's coming slowly into the offensive zone as he chases his own dumped ball, and he could not do it as Nick Carter waits for his teammates. Not many chances so far on either side in the third, which is understandable given the importance of this game. I've mentioned it twice already this period. Nobody wants to make a mistake which could possibly lead to a goal now. Yarham deals with a situation rising in front of him, as Sean Hannon discussed it with Ryan Boucher. For another stoppage in play, this time in front of David Yarham, who has to be really sharp to keep his team tied. Obviously hoping for a goal on the other side, and now battle in the corner where Canada takes it. Martel, he tries a long pass on the offensive blue line, but it goes out for an icing, and the game will come back to Canada's own zone as Sean Hannon couldn't control the ball, as him and Maher are on their way to the bench. So quite uneventful period continues. Now Iron Downs wins the face-off. A clearing attempt along the boards is successful by Canada, and even Scott Hoban can race after it, but he finds nobody on the point. Only USA players who turn over the puck pretty quickly. So back the other way, Donaghy hits centers, and now he gets the ball back and he tries to wrap around, and on the rebound Canada scores to make it 3-2. It was Donaghy who found a juicy rebound, and he was able to capitalize. He ended up on the ground after the collision, but was able to get up and bury home a bouncing ball. So in the end it was Berkeley, a 30-year-old forward, who made it 3-2 Canada. So Landon Berkeley with the most important goal in the tournament for Canada so far. And Martel backhands it, finds no one in black jerseys in front of the crease. Now US takes it the other way, and a chance for a rebound by Jordan Albright. He couldn't get to the ball. Obviously the tempo has gone up after the goal. USA needs to hurry if they want to play in the semifinals. They only have 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. Controlled in the zone by Corey Wilson, and a whistle is blown. And a hooking call that's gonna go against Canada, so an immediate opportunity for USA to get back in this game, as Jordan Crocker will sit for 2 for hooking, and not the way Canada wanted to start after they took the lead. And the man who scored, Landon Berkeley, is on the penalty kill now for Canada. Another important task for him to keep his team ahead on a goal he scored. Good transition by USA. Drew Albright circles around the boards, and now power play is all set up for USA. A hard shot is blocked right in front of David Arham, who will be a busy man for the next minute and 20 seconds, possibly even more, as USA tries to find their way back into this game. Another point shot, this time it didn't even get to Arham. Ruiz on the point, but a bad pass is intercepted. Canada is unable to clear, as Drew Albright made the play. 2 USA players on the goal line now, only one. And another shot is blocked by the bodies in front of David Arham. A good keeping by Ruiz. Still another 25 seconds to go on this power play so far. Not so good for USA. Not many chances, only a couple of point shots threatening David Arham. Now another one. Ruiz couldn't get it on Canada's goal. And Drew Albright fired for a change, and now a chance for Canada to clear. And Canada is back to full strength, as Jordan Crocker is back in this game. So an important penalty kill for Canada was able to keep USA off the scoreboard once again. And still the difference is the goal by Landon Berkeley, who buried a backhanded rebound past Jason Roca. And the time is quickly running out for USA to do something about this game. Only 3 minutes left. And another clearing attempt by Canada is successful. Spinorama in the neutral zone by Jordan Senecal, who fights for the loose ball. Obviously three USA players on the forecheck. They don't have anything to wait for. This is a do-or-die game. Point shot is a hard one. Just wide of the net of David Arham. Kevin Reed trying to work the ball free. He could not do it. Good block by Crocker. And a long pass to the stick of Kevin Reed, who couldn't control. Now he runs after it in the corner with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Canada still leads 3-2. So we're definitely in the closing stages of this game. And USA still in it, battling for a spot in the semifinals. Another good job by Canada. This time it's Joel Anderson who comes up with the ball. Martel showing off his speed, and he found Remy Laurencel in the slot, but he could not get much on the shot. Back to Martel. Jared Hershke, he's got him, and another great attempt by Martel. This time he was looking for Laurencel. Again in the slot, and now back on the other side. David Arham covers. And maybe timeout will be taken by USA squad, or USA staff rather. Maybe they will save it for later, as we still have another almost 2 minutes to go. And as I suspected, USA coaches will rather take the timeout now than wait for an uncertain time later on. Albright, Wilson, Ruiz, Schlegel are definitely ready to hop back onto the field for USA. Let's see who joins them and whether Jason Roca stays in his net. Obviously, an extra attacker comes into question now that only a short time remains in this game, and Jason Roca is asking about it, and it looks like he will stay on the bench. So 6 players on the field for Team USA. A last desperate attempt to tie this game. 5 Canadians, 6 USA players, and an empty net on the other side. Ruiz on the face-off. He wins it, and immediately from the face-off there's a chance. But it goes wide. Now a chance to clear for Canada, which they do with 1 minute, 10 seconds to go in the third. USA still with plenty of time to set up in the offensive zone as they make their way through the neutral zone. Now a clearing attempt from Canada ends up as an icing, so the game will come back in front of David Arham. Will be really busy in the last minute of the third. He's been sharp so far in this game, maybe outside of a short period in which USA was able to score 2 times. It was in the span of 2 or 3 minutes. Other than that, David Arham has been really the man for Canada, who controls after the face-off. Still an empty net for USA. An attempt from Sunrise ends up in the back of the net. So Canada scores an empty netter, and it effectively ends this game, as Iron Downs was the one to hit the open net from the neutral zone. He knew what he was doing, and he makes it 4-2 Canada. which is on their way to the semifinals, where Canadians will await the winner of Slovakia against Italy, and USA will only play for a 5th place. It looks like if they cannot score 2 times in the 30 seconds, which they can still obviously accomplish. But another great save by David Yarham. Roca is back to the bench. So a last desperate attempt by USA to tie it up, or at least to score. Make it a 1-goal game again. So 6 players on the field for USA. But they are now able to control, and now a rebound opportunity, a backhander is saved by Yarham, by Dennis Schlegel. Another rebound off the post, and Schlegel still on the ball. Another attempt by USA with 10 seconds to go, but this time Canada is able to clear, and they will play in the semifinals. It is now all over as the ball ends up on the other end, so Canada can celebrate as they are between 4 best teams, or among 4 best teams in this tournament. Obviously a big disappointment for USA, who will not play for medals this year in Košice. Let's take a look at all the goals that have been scored in this quarterfinal. First, it was Canada on this rebound by Marcel Mallet. Then USA scored 2 quick goals by means of Jordan Albright and Dennis Hickey, who put it under the glove of David Yarham, but that were the only goals scored by USA in this game, as Canada tied it up still in the second on a goal from Danik Mertel. And the most important one was scored by Landon Berkeley, who made it 3-2, and this empty netter ended. The final score is 4-2 Canada. And best player for Team Canada is Landon Berkeley. Who else?
Best player of the USA is number 20.
His goal was the difference between the 2 teams in today's game. And on the other side, it is Dennis Schlegel, who didn't score, but he was visible on the field for USA. So Landon Berkeley and Dennis Schlegel are the 2 best players on each side in this second quarterfinal game of Ball Hockey World Championships. And now Canada will deservedly listen to their national anthem. After this game, we already know the names of two teams to participate in the medal rounds at this year's Ball Hockey World Championships. It is Canada and Finland, who were both able to prevail over their opponents as Greece and USA. We're on the losing side today. Still two more quarterfinals to go. The next one at 5 p.m. local time, where Slovakia will take on Italy, and then the last quarterfinal between Czech Republic and Switzerland for final two spots in the Final Four. So that's all from me for now. Canada beats USA 4-2 and is into the semi-finals. I'm looking forward to your attention in next games from handball and ball hockey world championships in Košice.